If you're first time here, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Right, today we'll be talking about calcium. Calcium is a very vital component when it comes to snail farming. And if your snails are not getting enough calcium, then their shells can't be forming. Forming of shell, the growth of your snails is solely dependent on the calcium. Your snails cannot be growing if they are lacking calcium in their feed. Your snails cannot change size rapidly if the required amount of calcium is not in their feed. And so you must know that every feed that you give to your snail has to contain calcium component in it. Yes, you cannot neglect that. You can neglect some other things, but you can't neglect calcium. It is the secret of fast growth in snail farming. Yes, I'm telling you the truth. It is the secret of fast growth in snail farming. Now, calcium can be derived from various sources, from cuttlefish bone, oyster shell, egg shell, and bone meal. You can also derive from other sources, but these four are most common and very okay when it comes to snail farming generally. And in this video, I'll be teaching you step by step practical exhibition of how you can prepare the calcium from the egg shell. After this video, that's more reason why you have to subscribe to this channel, because after this video we'll be doing a video on how to prepare Osadjere, video on how to prepare the cuttlefish bone, video on how to prepare the bone meal. So we're going to be running the series back to back. Now you need to subscribe to this channel and turn on the bell. You turn on the bell so that when the next video uploads, you'll be the first to be notified as well, so that you don't lose out of the series that will be loading weekly. Now the video is going to tell you how you're going to produce this eggshell from the very beginning to the start to the end. Now so many persons, they just get their eggshells and take it to a blending and just machine this thing into powder. That is not the process. That is wrong. You are not supposed to just pick off the shell. Now take your mind back that these shells that you are getting, some of them you're not actually the one that ate the egg, which means you gather these eggs. You gather them from different venues, from different persons. As at the point when these shells have been kept somewhere, flies have visited these shells, because the moment it's dropped, it's still the liquid from the egg are still inside the shell. And so when this happens, flies are attracted to it. Flies go there and lay their eggs and all that. They tend to contaminate the eggs even before usage. Now, for this purpose, you have to treat the eggshell before you can use it to feed your snails. You don't want to stop watching this video not until you get to the end, because if you don't watch to the end, you won't know how to actually go about with the process. And so stick to this video to the end. We'll be showing you where you pick the eggs from, as in from the vendors or from wherever. You can get your eggshell from your own consumption. You can get your eggshells from your neighbors. You can get your eggshell for Mishai. You can get your eggshell from different sources. Now when you put your eggshells all together, you have to boil it. Yes, I said boil it. Now I'm going to be giving you a practical of what happens and how it's going to be done, so that you don't make mistake. It's not just about giving eggshell as source of calcium, but about giving them in the right manner, giving them at a safe condition. Remember, snails digest better when the product is perfect. You can actually blend as you wish. You can blend into fine powder. You can crush the eggs. Either way, the snails will consume it. But the thing is, both have their different time of digestion. So you can sub, if you're feeding the eggshell to your baby snails, I would advise that you go for the fine powder. Make it super smooth. Your breeders, your pool can go for crush, but it's even more better if you just tend to just give across your farm, across your breeds, across your snails, the fine powder, perfect fine powder. Now let's go straight into the practical part of this video, where I will be showing you how to actually produce this so that you can start producing it by yourself in your house, in your farm, wherever. Now if you are yet to subscribe to this channel, please do now and turn on the bell. You can give us a thumbs up. Now when you are doing this, it's not going to take anything from you. It's just a part of also encouraging us to know that you are benefiting from what we are doing. So give us a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Within the video, you see that the subscription link. Just tap on the subscription, turn on the bell, give us a thumbs up, drop a comment where you want us to speak about. Now, after this video, we'll be doing a series where every question that you drop will be answered via video. We're going to be doing a close documentary on every question that you ask. So now, if you have any question, drop it on the comment section. Yours might just be the next video that will be coming up. And so at this junction, let's dive into the practical fully. I'll see you on the other side.
All right, so to get started, these are the apparatus you need. You need a filter, a bowl, a pot, and then the eggshell itself. They all have their own different functions. Now the bowl is to wash the eggshell. Now take note that when you bring in the eggshells, you are not supposed to just use them like that. You have to watch. Now for the sake of this video, we are actually using less numbers of eggshells for the sake of the video. So whatever we're doing here, you can do that with the bag of eggshells that you have. Now, this is what we'll do. We'll wash. We'll make sure that there are no bacteria following the eggshell. We'll wash all the eggshell completely. And so after washing the eggshell, we have to boil them. You have to boil it. You see, most persons, when they want to make their egg calcium, they just pick the shells and just take to engine for blending. It's wrong when you're doing it that way. You need to parboil it for at least 3 to 5 minutes. You're not actually cooking it, okay? So you're just boiling it up. And then with this, we'll not take it straight into a fire to boil for few minutes. So, and from this junction now, we're moving straight to the boiling part. That's the second step. So we bring it into the fire for a few minutes. We keep shaking. As you can see, it has boiled, and so is okay. The fact that it has boiled is okay, and so we can now turn off our fire. Alright, so our egg is set. Now take note that this thing is super hot, very hot. Now the fact that we've boiled the eggshell, the next step to do here is to take what we have now into, take it out for drying. It needs to be completely dry before we can blend. And so we're faking it off from here now straight to our drying part. You can actually take it into the sun, as it put it under the sun. You can use oven to dry, whatever means you are using to dry it is very okay. All right, and so let's dry before we blend into powder for final usage. So we've successfully dried our eggshell. Now it's on the final stage where we have to blend to powder, to fine powder. Now with the volume of what you are blending, that's what's going to be defining your mix of blending as well. Now if you have a bag filled, you can't be using this. It will be too lengthy for you to finish the whole job. Even with this, it still will be too lengthy for you to finish a bag of eggshell. You can take that for machining. But with what we have here, with a little eggshell we have for this video's sake, we'll be using either of these to blend. Now take note here, even as much as the eggshell is, the moment you blend it, they reduce in quantity. It reduces. So you might have a big bag, when after blending it becomes very little, because it turns into powder, it reduces sizes. So let's show you the blended part. Okay. All right, so for the sake of what we have, let's use these. Now, as you can see, it's not totally fine powder, so we're still going to put it back for another set of blending until it turns completely fine powder. So let's see what we have on the second try of blending. As you can see, your snails can actually enjoy what you have here now. So this is what you get when you blend. Fine powder. So the sizes of how you want your calcium to be depends on what you want. I hope this video helps. If you find value, you have question, you have any contribution, question, suggestion, please feel free to drop it on the comment box below. And if you've not subscribed to our channel, please click on the subscribe button and turn on the bell so you can also be among the first set that will be notified in our next video.